For this adventure, myself, Tim, and Brandon set out to ride our bikes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Washington, D.C. via the GAP and C&O Canal. We started in Pittsburgh on the GAP Trail to ride through many rural areas, which is very pretty with lots of amenities along the way. Restaurants and breweries, hotels, you name it, it had it. Eventually went up and over the Continental Divide, which was very pretty riding through the mountains, to end up on the C&O to ride right alongside the Potomac River, which was very pretty. We went through Harpers Ferry, which is the exact halfway point of the Appalachian Trail. Lots of history and a very cool town. To eventually end our ride in Washington, D.C., where we stayed the night. Hope you enjoy this video and thanks for watching. Good morning. We are here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're in the Revolt eating breakfast. We came in late last night, got here about 2:30 in the morning, and just got a hotel room, got some rest. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna be out and we're gonna ride the GAP in the C&O Canal. So, we just came in, got some good rest, and decided to get some breakfast and gear up before we hit the trail. But pretty cool place here at the Revolt. Food's good. What do you guys think, Tim?
Ladies fit.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, food is outstanding. I got an avocado, some sort of avocado sandwich. Tim got a bagel sandwich, and Brandon got
Smoked salmon bagel.
yeah, smoked salmon bagel. Looks delicious. We're back in the hotel room. We are going to get the bikes geared up, and then we are going to ride out to the trailhead.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, buddy. See you on the trail. Bikes are all loaded up. We are ready to ride, finally. Tim, right here, same bike as last time, Specialized the Verge Sport with the Revolt bags, and I think he's using a Specialized commuter bag, right?
For which one?
Your commuter bag, Specialized commuter bag.
Specialized
Yeah.
commuter.
My bike, giant Revolt Advanced 2, using the Oveja Negra front loader bag, Oveja Negra frame bag, and the Apidura seat bag. And then my sleep system is going to be the tarp tent. And then I'm running the GRX group set. I believe it's the 810 series with tubeless ready Rambler tires, gravel Rambler. And we got Brandon over here, the Jameis Renegade. Steel is real. Rock Rose bags. Outdoor Vitals backpack, and we switched out Brandon's wheels for some MSO Explorer, or the Donnelly wheels, whatever you call them now. Some proper gravel Rambler wheels. Downtown Pittsburgh at Point State Park, the official starting point of the GAP here in Pittsburgh is this point right where the waterfall is. Very pretty. This is cool. You got all three rivers over here that meet together back there. You got the Ohio River, Allegheny River, and Monongahela, I think is how you say it. Not really sure. But all three rivers meet right here at the point. And, you know, there used to be Three River Stadium, and now, whatever they call it now, I'm not even sure. But football stadium's right back there. Definitely a cool area. Bridge is pretty cool. Nice urban riding in through here in Pittsburgh. Riding over the bridge. Got the river. View of Pittsburgh out there. Super cool. So we made it through Pittsburgh, and the start of the GAP had some construction. So we had to detour around through Pittsburgh, and it's kind of difficult navigating through Pittsburgh, but we're en route now, and it's looking to be super pretty. 20 miles in, been riding for about hour and a half, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of weaved our way through Pittsburgh, and like I said earlier, the start of the trail was under construction, so we had to go through town and got a little confused on where we were going, so that slowed us down a little bit. But the trail's been nice, it's been super pretty. It's been a lot of urban riding up to this point, but enjoying the urban ride. It's pretty cool. But we're gonna stop for lunch here in about, I don't know, maybe another 10 miles or so, and just stop, take a break for a little bit, and then we will ride on. Once we got out of Pittsburgh, we finally hit the gravel, and it felt great. The gravel was super nice and well maintained. Very easy to ride on. Finally, no cars and no traffic. Just a beautiful path to ride on. We are officially 32 miles in, and we are going to stop for break here at Driscoll & Sons Cafe. Looks like they got some beer on tap, and they probably got some pretty decent food. So we're gonna come in here, take probably about a 45-minute to an hour lunch break, and we're about maybe halfway in for the day. We're not quite sure how far we're gonna go. Probably a little over 70, I'm guessing, maybe a little bit further, but we'll see where we end up. Been a good ride so far. Trail's in perfect condition. I'm loving it. Beautiful day, sun's out. Nothing quite like a ice cold beer in the middle of your ride.
Great beer.
Well, finished up lunch, and lunch was delicious. This was a good spot. Gonna get back on the bikes, and we are gonna head out. I think we're gonna try to do at least another 40 miles today. At least get to Ohio Pile today. That's the goal. On the trail again. On the trail. Here we go. On the trail. Literally just stopped and ate lunch like 5 miles down the road. We came across this little cool little food truck area with a beer truck, so we stopped. Playing good music. Weather's nice. Why not? Well, it's 5 o'clock, gentlemen.
It's 5 o'clock. Haven't
Cheers.
passed the Mason-Dixon yet, but hey.
Cheers.
Salud.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's delicious.
It is starting to rain a little bit. We're just about 50 miles in. Hopefully holds off at least until we can make camp. Hopefully we can make it to Ohio Pile. Still got about 25 miles to go to get there. So we will see. It is officially downpouring, and we got stuck in the rain, so feels pretty good, but we shall ride on. We was expecting rain, so couldn't hold out and be nice all day, I guess. Well, the rain has officially about stopped. It's just a light sprinkle now, but it is definitely a wet mud pit out here now. It's kind of fun. We stopped at this little campground. It's like this RV campground. Real nice. And they got bathroom with running water. So we're just trying to spray things off a little bit. Our bikes are squeaking like crazy. Squeaky brakes from all the sand in there. Squeaky bottom bracket. Rear derailleurs not shifting. You know, all the things. So we just stopped here for a minute, taking a little break. What are we, like mile 60?
Tracking 58.
58, we're 58 miles in for the day. But we're gonna get moving again here shortly, and we shall pedal on. Thankfully the rain has stopped, so weather's back to being nice for now. Just to show you, the bike is a little bit muddy, and so are we. A little bit of mud and rain never hurt anybody.
Oh boy.
and a rainbow. All right, we made it to camp. We are to Ohio Pile. Not quite to camp yet, but what's this place called?
This is Ohio Pile.
Okay, we're at Ohio Pile at the bar, and they're actually getting ready to close, but the guy's super cool, and he said we could go ahead and order some food, get some beer, and he's going to let us stay out here in the yard. They got some campsites and stuff like that. There's a bathhouse here, so we'll get cleaned up, and it's a pretty good day of riding. Just about 80 miles for the day, so pretty solid. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is 7:30 in the morning on day 2. Got some decent sleep. There's a train track right there, like 20 feet over there. So there was some trains going by during the night, and it was kind of loud. Didn't sleep great, but I mean, slept good enough. Feel good enough to wake up and ride another 80 miles today. But I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna start getting around, I'm gonna kind of clean up my gear and stuff in the shower house down there. I did shower last night before I came into bed. I was gross, and that's just a nice amenity that they have here in Ohio Pile. So if you're coming through, I highly recommend stopping here at Ohio Pile. Food over at the bar was good, beer was good, people were super nice, so definitely recommend it. But yeah, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna start getting around, and then we'll be on the trail here probably within the next couple hours, because I know the other guys are still sleeping. We're gonna get some breakfast, but we'll be ready to roll. Just a quick look around camp. There's Brandon's setup. He's using my tarp tent Pro Trail. There's me, tarp tent, rainbow, Pre Outdoors XL pad, and just using the Costco 50-degree quilt. There's Tim over there under the Pre Outdoors pad, or the tarp, not pad, and I think he's using the Pre Outdoors mesh. This little shop right back here, they have about anything you could really want. They have backpacking gear, cycling gear, they have rafting stuff, kayaking. Pretty cool little shop. Got me an orange soda. Haven't drank a pop in like 15 years. Just seemed good. A little cream soda to kick off this ride. We're about ready to finish packing up and get the bikes all geared up. We're gonna get some breakfast, and then we need to hit the trail. Need to get moving. Another 80 miles, I think it is today, so it's time to roll. We left camp and stopped at this little marketplace here just to get some quick breakfast. Unfortunately, nothing was really open, so we just kind of grabbed some stuff out of the general store, and then we're about to be riding on. This is one of the coolest views I've ever seen. Super cool. Here's a little bit better view of the bridge up here. The rapids, very cool. Another good bridge crossing. All right, so we have started our climb up the Continental Divide. We've actually been climbing for about 5 or 6 miles. Pretty steady grade. I think it's going to end up being about right around a 65, 70 mile climb all the way up. But nice and easy grade, not bad. We are 21 miles in for the day. We're moving at a pretty good pace. We stopped, took a little break. I'm doing some maintenance to my bike. Bike is clicking like crazy. Shifting on the rear derailleur keeps shifting by itself, so made some adjustments. Kind of cleaned up the chain a little bit, re-lubed it, and hopefully should be good to go for a little while. But we shall ride on. We are just about 30 miles in. We're all getting hungry, and we just seen some people walking, so that's a good sign, because that means we're close to a town. Okay, so we made it to the town of Rockwood. and there's like really nothing here. There's a really cool information center right over there. It's pretty cool. They got a lot of information about the trail, and they got maps, all that kind of stuff. And then they got Gatorade and ice cream, but nothing really substantial. So we're gonna ride on probably, sounds like at least another 12 miles or so, because we want to sit down in a place and we want to drink a beer and have some good food. And we're hoping we can find a spot to get in the river and kind of soak in the cold water. It's been a while since we've done a cold plunge. Good river swim.
Yep.
Need that in my life right now.
Tim was naked last time.
Yep, look at that guy. Yeah, last time, this guy over here, he got naked in the river and he was...
This big.
I might have shrunk a little
He
bit.
might have shrunk a little bit, but yep. Brown Tim was in full effect.
He was white Tim that night.
We made it to our lunch spot. We are in, what town is this? Marysville?
Mary's Dole.
Mary's what?
Dole? Dale?
Mary's Dale something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But we're at White House Cafe and we're gonna get some lunch and we're all exhausted and we might take a break after this. Just finished up with lunch, brunch, kind of dinner, lunch, whatever you want to call it. I think it's about 4 o'clock, right?
Thereabouts.
Somewhere around 4 o'clock, but it's pretty good. Felt good to eat some real food. Today's ride has pretty much been fueled by energy gels and beef jerky for me and a couple Gatorades. So felt good to get some real food in for sure, but the climb out of this town is going to be brutal. And I think when we get back to the little welcoming station there along the trail, we're probably going to lay down and just rest for a little bit because we're all kind of tired and we got at least another 40 to go tonight. So here we go. Walk through this train, do the little tour of this thing. It's pretty cool. The back area, fireplace looking thing. Pretty cool. Some seats up here. Can look out the windows, the top. That's pretty cool. And then you come up here, much like the front. I got these little bed looking things, chair and a desk. Pretty cool. Back at the Welcome Center, and I am laying down and taking a break. Might take a nap. It's been about 30 minutes. Fell asleep on the steel park bench. Never has a steel park bench felt so good. What do you think, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was comfy.
Yeah. It was definitely needed, but it's thundering. Probably a storm rolling in. We must ride on. Back on the trail. Mr. Brown,
Yes, sir.
you ready for this?
Get wet again? Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
probably. We got right back on trail and there's two elderly ladies, not really elderly, maybe in their 50s. They had a flat tire, so we stopped and helped them put their tire on, get everything back together. So hopefully good karma follows through and we don't get rained on our way into Cumberland. That's the plan, right guys?
Hey, feel that?
I feel it. We'll see what happens. Another cool bridge. We are currently at 6 p.m. We're at 47 miles and we got 30 to go to get up and over the Continental Divide and into Cumberland. We probably got about an hour and a half, maybe hour 45 minutes left to light. So most likely we're gonna be riding into the dark again, but I guess that's what happens when you stop and take a break. We all took a nap. We was tired. We needed it. But we're definitely getting to Cumberland tonight. We are within probably about 5 miles of the Continental Divide. It is raining pretty good. Got some thunder and lightning going on. So that's comforting. But once we hit that Continental Divide, it's pretty much all downhill. So, yeah, buddy. Deer. Almost hit a deer. Yeah, I'll document that when we get to the Continental Divide. There we go. The Continental Divide. A little push to get up here. Gentlemen?
Tim, give us a speech.
Alright, so many a long mile.
All right,
Gentlemen?
Tim finally finished this.
Many a long mile has been traversed just for this.
That's right.
Eastern Continental Divide. Cheers, guys.
Roast.
We're going through this huge tunnel. It's cold in here too. Okay, we have officially made it to the Mason-Dixon line. If you don't know what the Mason-Dixon is, this is the line that separates the north from the south when they had the land dispute back in the day. And it's just kind of a line right through the middle of the trail here. The Mason-Dixon. Pretty cool. One side was the north, one side was the south. Sweet view of the tunnel. We are flying ever since we hit the Continental Divide. We've been going about 22 miles per hour, and we're just about to Maryland. I think we got just about 6 miles to go. So almost there. Officially made it to the end of the gap. Right there, there's a sign. There's a little badge right there. Shows the mile markers. 2 days, all the way across the gap. Pittsburgh to Cumberland. We are at Dig Deep Brewery here in Cumberland, Maryland, and we are drinking some beer. And I think we're gonna end up staying here. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're just gonna get a hotel here in Cumberland. We're gonna pretty much call it a night. We've done 75 miles today. It's been raining since like 6 o'clock. Pretty hard. We're all kind of wet, worn out. To get to the next campsite on trail is another 15 miles. We can make it. Physically, I feel pretty good. I think everybody actually feels pretty good, but Tim's light don't work, so that's kind of a problem. And so yeah, we're here, and if we did decide to ride on, it would be like midnight, 12:30 at least, before we was able to get to that campsite. So yeah, we're just gonna call it a night, stay here, and we're still actually on pace to finish on time. We just need to do 70 a day, and we've been past 70 both days, so we're on pace to finish. But we will stay here, and then we'll wake up tomorrow and we'll start fresh on the C&O Canal.
We're here, we're drinking beer.
Good morning. It's day 3. We are here in Cumberland, Maryland, and we stayed at the Fairfield Inn last night, and it's 9:30 in the morning, and we are about to hit the start of the C&O Canal Trail. Okay, we are about to hit the trail, and right here off the hotel, the trail is right there behind us. So it's pretty cool. We got a little bike washing station right here. We sprayed our bikes off. We're gonna jump on the trail right here. It's time to ride. Mountains in the background. Rider up. We are 11 miles in for the day. Been riding for 47 minutes, and we just stopped to take a break. This little campground right here. It's kind of like right off the trail. Got the river right back in here. Nice little break spot. There's bathrooms here. There's grills here, picnic tables. Lots of amenities along this side, it seems like, too. We are getting hungry, so we're going to start looking for a spot for lunch. This side over here on the C&O, it's pretty. We got the canal on one side, and the canal's not in use, and it's all green and algae looking. Canal looks kind of gross, but it's still kind of cool. The Potomac River, for the most part, is over on the right-hand side of this portion of the trail. The Potomac is pretty. Got the mountains in the background. But the C&O portion of the trail, definitely not nearly as nice as the GAP. It's pretty much just single track. It's pretty muddy. It's kind of technical. You got to kind of pay attention. But still, good day to be out riding. Okay, we stopped to get lunch here at this little place called Mountain Life here, and we're actually in West Virginia. We got off the trail a little bit, and they had like Italian food, and they got ice cream and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't know, maybe a mile off the trail, but we're just finishing up and we're gonna get back on the trail. We need to keep moving. It's looking like about 7:38 before we finish up the day. All right, we just left the town of Paw Paw, and we are here at the Paw Paw Tunnel, and they're doing some construction. But the tunnel right there, and we're gonna, I think they recommend walking the bikes through because it's kind of narrow, and the old canal's right on the other side, but we'll walk the bikes through and see what the Paw Paw Tunnel is all about it. So this is inside the Paw Paw Tunnel. Fairly long. They recommend that you walk the bike, but I think you could definitely ride this. And this is the other end coming out of the Paw Paw Tunnel. Pretty cool. Hey, Tim is up there. Check him out. So yeah, they did this whole tunnel, kind of carved it out of the mountains, and instead of going up and over, you go through. We are at mile marker, I don't know where we're at. Oh,
142.
142. How many miles on the day? 50 some? I'll tell you here exactly.
Let's see. 46 for the day.
We're at 46 for the day. But we're at this we're at the C&O recreational area, and they got a nice little park here, and we decided we are going to go jump in the river because it's hot today. It's like 90 degrees. We're sweating pretty bad, and we're just ready for a break and kind of get cleaned up for a little bit. All right, swim break is over. We're gonna sit here, drink a beer. That's good. Little Ithaca Midnight Sun Black Lager. Good stuff. Gonna drink this beer, and then we're gonna have to ride. We still got a long way to go today. At least another 40 miles about. So gonna be a trek, but we must get to Williamsport. Okay, well, it is about 6:30. It's raining. We got 30 miles to go. It's lightning. That's nice. Brandon's tire blew out, and again, so we changed it, threw a tube in it, just set it up tubeless literally the other day, and I don't know.
About 3 miles off.
But yeah, so we got big storm rolling in. Hear that? I guess we're riding 30 miles in this. It is what it is. We are stopping, taking a break. In front of this here, not quite sure what it's called. Round Top Cemetery Mill, or cement mill, not cemetery. Mill. But this pretty much sucks. It's like the worst rainstorm ever. Look at this. It's what we're riding around in. About a foot of water in the trail. Ow! Freaking sucks. What do you guys think?
It's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, great time.
Nothing we can do about it. So
Nope.
just embrace it.
Yeah, we just got to embrace the suck, grind it out. We have to get to Williamsport, so it is what it is. We made it to Williamsport and found a brewery to finish off the night. Good times we're having.
You guys don't know how to open up the throat?
Dude, I took the 11-inch banana.
All right, so we made it to Williamsport. It's almost midnight. Trail conditions were horrible. Riding in the rain made it very difficult, and it's a tough day. We did 93 miles. We still rode through all of it. The trail basically looked like a river. Pretty much sucked, but we committed to do it, so we did it. But yeah, today was a tough day, and we just made it to the hotel not too long ago, and our stuff is a disaster. If you want to know what long distance cycling looks something like this. Sometimes you just have to embrace the suck and do it. Day 4, we woke up, rode from Williamsport to Harpers Ferry, and camped inside of Dickerson. Good morning. It's day 4, I think. Yeah, it's day 4. But we're gonna head over to the Waffle House, and we're gonna get some breakfast before we hit the trail. We just got kind of all of our stuff just kind of laying out everywhere, trying to dry everything out. Everything's soaking wet, and we are camping tonight, so it'd be nice to have some dry clothes and dry quilts, you know, all the stuff. So that's the plan. But after we eat breakfast, we're gonna get back, short ride through town, jump on to C&O, and then today we will go through Harpers Ferry, which is kind of cool. That is the exact halfway point of the AT, and you actually share the AT for a little bit with the hikers. So, you know, be a cool spot. Back on trail. We have been back on trail now for just about 40 minutes, and we're only about 8 miles in. I'm just kind of moving slow this morning, but we stopped at this little park here. It's like a little RV park here right off the trail, and they got this little like outdoor restaurant area, but there's a hose out here, so we figured we'd stop, spray off our bikes, because our bikes are bad. They're really bad. Nothing's working right. My bike don't shift again. I know it's hard to believe. Great job, Shimano. But got the bike cleaned up, put some air in tires. Tires were a little bit low. I was at about 15 PSI. Got them up to about 38. And we're just going to sit here. Going to drink a couple beers. And then we're going to ride on. This stout is delicious.
Yeah, all of their beers were really good.
Man, very good. Porter, like a coconut porter. It's delicious. Beautiful view right along the C&O right in this section. Pretty cool. This section of the towpath, so far today it's been pretty scenic, but last night parts of the C&O can be pretty boring where you're just in a tunnel for a lot of the time. But today, so far, so good. Woo! Super pretty. We just came across this cool little section right off the trail. This is Dam 4. It's pretty cool. Nice view all the way around. The trail's been pretty today, so far. Yesterday it was boring, like I was saying earlier, but today I enjoy the views that are opening up. I like this. We've made it to Harpers Ferry, and it's a pretty cool historical site. Like I said, halfway point of the AT. So just a lot of history in this area. Very cool area, very pretty. But the tunnel and the mountain back there is right there. I think we can go up here on the bridge and get a real good view of it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna walk around, check it out for a minute, and then we're gonna find a spot for lunch. Walking up the stairs to the bridge. This is cool. Nice view out here. Trail going that way. Ferry tunnel. This is cool. Super pretty. And river falling around that way. We're here in Harpers Ferry in the town, and we stopped here at this little place to eat, Coach House Bar and Grill, and we're gonna have some beer, get some food, and we've just kind of been walking around checking everything out. It's a cool little town, but yeah, we're just gonna kind of chill out for a while, and then we're pretty much just gonna make a push into camp tonight. The goal is to get to Dickerson, but if we get there tonight, it's not that big of a deal. No set plans really. We're just gonna ride until we get tired and then set up camp, and then even if it's not the miles we wanted today, we're ahead of pace to be where we need to be by Tuesday, so not a big deal. If we did like 50 today, we'd end up with like 40 tomorrow, somewhere around in there, and I think we're already at like 40 miles for the day, so not too bad. But we're gonna chill out here and relax for a little bit and just enjoy it, and I'll see you guys back on the trail. Stopped into this little general store right here, the Harpers Ferry general store, because you know, this guy right here, Brandon, lost the poles to the tarp tent, so we had to buy some trekking poles so he can have somewhere to sleep tonight. Now we're gonna go get ice cream. Freaking good. Dark chocolate raspberry. It's delicious. Tim, how's the ice cream?
Good ice cream.
What'd you get?
Chocolate, vanilla, and caramel swirl.
Nice. Brandon, how is it?
Very good. I got peanut butter something and cookie dough.
Little tour here through Harpers Ferry. It's kind of at the end of town. It's kind of a quaint little mountain town. Car up! Car up, Brandon! So there's basically about 3 streets here in Harpers Ferry. Go down that way, there's a bunch of restaurants and some shops down there, and then train station and restaurants and stuff down that way. But that's about it. This is inside the train station here at Harpers Ferry. It's a really cool old building, but this is the actual waiting station for the trains. Very cool. All right, we're back on the trail, and we decided we're going to camp just before Dickerson, and we're going to bust out about 15 miles and get to camp right off the trail. And we know there's a little town right there, so we'll be able to get some breakfast and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not really raining yet. Real light sprinkle, but nothing big. So hopefully we can bust out this 15 miles, stay dry, and get camp set up before it rains, if it does rain. Made it into camp, got all set up before it rained, and got a good night's rest. Ready for day 5. Good morning, guys. It's day 5. We made it to camp late last night. We ended up pushing on just a little bit further than what we wanted to. A couple campsites were taken, so we pushed on. We're just outside of Dickerson. We got just about 45 miles to go to get into camp, or to Washington, D.C. So it's about 8 o'clock in the morning now, 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm not really quite sure. But we're gonna get up, get moving, and we're gonna push into DC. It did rain last night pretty heavy, so I don't know, it's still kind of sprinkling. We'll see what kind of condition the trail's in, but hopefully it's not too bad. But like I said, just gonna wake up, get something to eat real quick, push right into DC. Just a quick look around camp. Pretty nice site. This is one of the hiker-biker campsites, just literally right off trail. Trail's like 20 feet right up that way, but let's just take a quick look around. Okay, so there's a porta-john that nobody's going to use because that is gross, and then the trail's right there. Site back there. And then there's my tent, Brandon, Tim over there, and then the river's literally right over there. Well, that was interesting. This guy just came through and they were out, he had his dogs out on the trail and they're out running, and they found some turkeys, and the dogs were trying to chase down these turkeys. So that was interesting. Didn't expect to see a dog come blowing through our camp like that first thing in the morning. Just came down here by the river to do my morning thing, and the river down here, it's quite lovely. It's very peaceful out here. Good way to start the day with a good morning poo and a nice view. Okay, camp is all broke down and it's 9 o'clock and we are about to hit the trail, and hopefully we'll find a gas station or something just off the trail, not too far, so we can grab just a little something to eat, maybe something for breakfast and maybe like a sandwich for lunch or something. We got roughly 40 miles to get into DC, so hopefully we can be there. As long as we don't stop and take long breaks, we should be there in no time. Back on trail. All right, so we left the trail, and just about, it was like a half mile off trail, there's a little road, and then it was kind of a climb to get up here. Pretty decent climb. Actually, when you're 300 and some miles in, any climb is a little bit difficult. But stopped here at this little market here in Dickerson. It's just called the Dickerson Market. And I got some potato salad and some chicken salad sandwich. Tim got some, what'd you get?
Pickled eggs.
Some pickled eggs and some chips, and Brandon got some pizza. And then bought a gallon of water, and then we're just gonna ride this thing out. We are within 20 miles of Washington, D.C., making our final push in. All right, we are on our final push. We are at lock number 24, taking a small break, and then the push into Washington is going to be real. So, lock 24, it kind of looks like that. Good view of the river right here. Pretty cool. Almost there. You guys sore?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ready to finish this up? Tim, you ready to finish this thing up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is ready.
Yep. Been a good trip so far, but ready to be done. We are at the Great Falls Overlook. Very pretty. Check it out. Yeah. That's awesome. That's some moving water right there. Holy crap. Wow. Very cool. We took a short little hike, and this is the other side of the Great Falls. Super cool. Wow. Check that out. We have arrived in Washington, and we are just trying to find mile 0. Seems to be a little bit of confusion on finding it, so we're just kind of riding around trying to find it. So we are still looking for mile marker 0. We've added probably about 10 miles at least. We rode all the way around Washington on this bike path. Well, yeah, we saw the monuments. Whoop-de-doo. But, yeah, looking for mile marker 0. We found mile marker 0. We rode all the way around Washington and went to the Jefferson Monument. That is not mile marker 0. Just as you come off the towpath, kind of zip through town a little bit, and there's like this boat loading dock, and it's just kind of right behind that boat loading dock. So we found it. We're here. It's been fun. This video ain't over yet, though, so stay tuned. Heading to the hotel. Thank God for bike lanes. It's a little busy down here in Washington. All right, we have made it to our hotel. We're gonna do a celebratory shot here, and then we're gonna go out and get some food and some beer, and we're gonna celebrate a little bit. Woo! Cheers, fellas.
Cheers. Oh, congratulations, great job.
Oh yeah. All right, so we are out, and we are all showered up. We are in downtown Washington, D.C., and we're at this place called Ashland Brewing. They got some really good beer. We're just watching some football, and we ordered some food in. Got some Chinese food. It's really freaking good. Feels good to eat some real food and drink a few beers. All right, we are at stop number 2 here in Washington, D.C. We are in Beer Garden District. It's just a bunch of like bars and restaurants all through this area. And we're drinking some more beer and just having a good time. Nice city so far.
Very sunny.
Very laid back town. All right, guys, good morning. We're riding to the train station. We're gonna finish this trip up. Trip's been good. It was hard, beautiful. The GAP portion had lots of urban areas. GAP trail was really well maintained. And then once you get into Cumberland, the Cumberland portion from Cumberland and then the next 46 miles, the trail on the C&O were kind of crappy, real crappy actually. And then the rest of it, they basically like repaved with like a real fine like crushed limestone. Very good trail conditions. C&O has good views when it opens up. It's beautiful. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thanks for watching, guys. Do hard things in life. That way when life gets hard, you're prepared for all the hard things. You can do anything you want in life. Just put your mind to it, get a vision inside your head, and then go after it. Thanks for watching.
Getting somewhere, yeah, we all up in this shit, yeah. I ain't the type to settle down with a wife and kid. I live for the grind, and I grind to live. I wanna do the things that matter to me, live like a good king, as life brings the good things. It's easy to get blinded by the stressing, and forget that every day is another blessing. No matter how many mistakes you make, life just keeps giving you another day. No rest for the ones that be grinding, and respect to my homies who be fighting in a war that will never end, in the pursuit to be better men. But then again, there's nothing to hold you back except yourself. You're caught up in the sauce on the road to hell. It's a slippery slope if you fall asleep. Why don't you fall asleep on me? Yeah, that shit, alright. Let's get it. This ain't a time to be tripping. Time to get on with your life, get your vibes right. Man, fuck chasing women, they are wasting your time. They just thinking about themselves, playing games on your mind. It's time to pull this shit together. Focus on your grind, getting busier than ever. Cause nothing feels better than to follow your dreams. Find your passion, cause without it your whole life gonna be lacking. We out of getting mad stacks every day. We don't got time for your pity games, cause we got purpose and nothing's gonna stand in the way. We're gonna do what they can't do, so get on my face. So whatever you say ain't gonna mean shit. The only thing that matters in this game is taking action. So get over yourself and wake the fuck up.